When dealing with electrical components around a swimming pool, safety is paramount. The question of whether a regular polyvinyl chloride, or PVC, box is sufficient for swimming pool use is an important one. It is vital to select junction boxes specifically listed and designed for this environment. Regular PVC boxes, while suitable for general electrical applications, are not typically designed or listed for the demanding conditions of a swimming pool area. These environments present unique challenges, including exposure to moisture, chemicals, and the potential for submersion. Therefore, relying on standard PVC boxes may not provide adequate watertightness or protection from electrical hazards, potentially compromising safety. Several junction boxes are specifically listed for wet locations and are suitable for swimming pool applications. Firstly, there's the Hoffman series. These junction boxes are Underwriters Laboratories, or all listed for wet locations and have a National Electrical Manufacturers Association, or NEMA 4X rating, signifying the robust water ingress protection. Secondly, the Column B series are made from durable PVC and designed to withstand the harsh environment around swimming pools. Thirdly, the Arlington IB series are weatherproof junction boxes equipped with gasketed covers, providing added protection against moisture and the elements. Finally, the Cooper Wheelock 7000 series junction boxes are flame retardant and waterproof, making them suitable for outdoor use in wet environments. These listed junction boxes are engineered to meet stringent safety standards and provide reliable protection against electrical hazards in pool areas. When selecting a junction box for swimming pool use, several factors should be considered. Firstly, the junction box should be the appropriate size for the number and size of wires it will contain, ensuring adequate space for connections and preventing overcrowding. Secondly, it is essential to use waterproof wire connectors and sealing compound to create a watertight connection, preventing moisture from entering the box and compromising the electrical connections. Thirdly, the junction box should be mounted above the water level and in an accessible location for maintenance, ensuring easy access for inspections and repairs. Furthermore, it is crucial to consult with a licensed electrician for proper installation and safety precautions. A qualified electrician can assess the specific requirements of the pool area, recommend the appropriate junction box and wiring methods, and ensure that all electrical work complies with local codes and regulations. Purchasing these specialized junction boxes is relatively straightforward. Electrical supply stores are a primary source, offering a wide range of electrical components and expert advice. Home improvement centers also carry a selection of junction boxes suitable for outdoor and wet environments. Additionally, online retailers such as Amazon, Home Depot, and Lowe's provide convenient access to various junction boxes, allowing you to compare products and prices from the comfort of your home. When installing electrical components near a swimming pool, adherence to the National Electrical Code, or NEC, is crucial. The NEC provides comprehensive guidelines for electrical installations in and around swimming pools to ensure safety and prevent electrical hazards. Several key NEC articles are particularly relevant to junction boxes and wiring near swimming pools. NEC Article 680 covers the requirements for swimming pools, spas, hot tubs, and similar installations. This article addresses various aspects of electrical safety, including bonding, grounding, wiring methods, and equipment location. Specifically, NEC 680.21 covers the requirements for junction boxes and enclosures used in pool areas. It mandates that junction boxes be approved for the location and constructed of corrosion-resistant materials. Additionally, the junction box must be located at least 4 inches above the ground or pool deck and must be provided with drainage to prevent water accumulation. NEC 680.25 addresses the requirements for grounding and bonding of swimming pool equipment and structures. Proper grounding and bonding are essential to minimize the risk of electric shock and ensure that all metallic parts are at the same electrical potential. This section specifies the size and type of grounding conductors required, as well as the methods for bonding metal components such as pool reinforcing steel, metal fittings, and electrical equipment. NEC 680.26 outlines the requirements for equipotential bonding in pool areas. Equipotential bonding involves connecting all metallic parts within a specified distance of the pole to create a common electrical potential, reducing the risk of voltage gradients and electric shock. This section specifies the bonding requirements for various components, including metal fences, ladders, and diving boards. NEC 314 provides general requirements for junction boxes, pole boxes, and handheld enclosures. While not specific to swimming pools, this article offers essential guidance on the installation and use of junction boxes in all electrical installations. It covers topics such as box fill calculations, conductor bending space, and the proper support and securing of junction boxes. NEC 314.16 provides detailed information on box fill calculations, which determine the maximum number of conductors permitted in a junction box. These calculations take into account the size and number of conductors, as well as the volume of the box. Ensuring that a junction box is not overfilled is crucial to prevent overheating and potential electrical hazards. NEC 314.17 addresses the requirements for conductor entry into boxes, conduit bodies, and fittings. This section specifies the methods for protecting conductors from abrasion and damage as they enter the enclosure, as well as the requirements for securing conductors to the box. NEC 314.27 covers the requirements for the support of boxes, conduit bodies, and fittings. This section mandates that junction boxes be securely supported and fastened to prevent movement or damage. The support method must be appropriate for the weight and size of the box, as well as the type of mounting surface. In addition to these NEC articles, local codes and regulations may impose additional requirements for electrical installations in swimming pool areas. It is essential to consult with the local authorities and a licensed electrician to ensure that all electrical work complies with the applicable codes and regulations. When selecting and installing PVC junction boxes for swimming pool use, it is also essential to consider the environmental factors that can affect the performance and longevity of the materials. Firstly, sunlight exposure can cause PVC to degrade over time, becoming brittle and prone to cracking. To mitigate this effect, it is recommended to use PVC junction boxes that are specifically formulated to be UV resistant. These boxes contain additives that help to protect the PVC from the harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation, extending its lifespan and maintaining its structural integrity. Secondly, chemicals commonly used in swimming pools, such as chlorine and bromine, can also degrade PVC over time. These chemicals can react with the PVC, causing it to become discolored, weakened, and eventually fail. To prevent this, it is important to select PVC junction boxes that are resistant to chemical attack. These boxes are made from PVC compounds that are specifically designed to withstand exposure to pool chemicals. Thirdly, temperature fluctuations can also affect the performance of PVC junction boxes. PVC expands and contracts with temperature changes, which can put stress on the box and its connections. In extreme cases, this can lead to cracking or failure of the box. To minimize the effects of temperature fluctuations, it is recommended to use PVC junction boxes that are designed to withstand a wide range of temperatures. These boxes are made from PVC compounds that have a low coefficient of thermal expansion, meaning that they expand and contract less with temperature changes. In addition to these environmental factors, it is also important to consider the potential for physical damage to PVC junction boxes in swimming pool areas. The boxes may be subjected to impacts from pool equipment, swimmers, or other objects which can cause them to crack or break. To protect against physical damage, it is recommended to use PVC junction boxes that are made from a high-impact resistant material. These boxes are designed to withstand significant impacts without cracking or breaking, providing added protection for the electrical connections inside. When installing PVC junction boxes in swimming pool areas, it is essential to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. The instructions will provide guidance on the proper installation techniques, as well as any specific precautions that should be taken. It is also important to use the correct tools and materials for the job and to ensure that all connections are made properly. Improper installation can compromise the safety and performance of the junction box, potentially leading to electrical hazards. In addition to following the manufacturer's instructions, it is also important to inspect PVC junction boxes regularly for any signs of damage or wear. Look for cracks, discoloration, or other signs of degradation. If any damage is found, the junction box should be replaced immediately. Regular inspections can help to identify potential problems before they become serious, preventing electrical hazards and ensuring the safety of swimmers. Finally, it is important to remember that electrical work in swimming pool areas can be dangerous. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a licensed electrician to do the job. A qualified electrician has the knowledge and experience to safely install and maintain electrical components in swimming pool areas, ensuring that all work is done in compliance with applicable codes and regulations. The use of ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, is another critical safety measure for electrical circuits serving swimming pool areas. GFCIs are designed to detect even small amounts of current leakage to ground and to quickly interrupt the circuit to prevent electric shock. NEC 680.22 requires that all 120 volts through 240 volts receptacles located within a certain distance of a swimming pool be protected by a GFCI. This includes receptacles used for pool equipment, as well as receptacles used for other purposes. Additionally, NEC 680.22 requires that all electrical equipment used in or around swimming pools be protected by a GFCI, including pumps, filters, heaters, and lighting. This requirement helps to ensure that any potential electrical faults are quickly detected and interrupted, preventing electric shock. When selecting GFCIs for use in swimming pool areas, it is important to choose devices that are specifically designed for outdoor use. These GFCIs are typically housed in weatherproof enclosures to protect them from moisture and the elements. It is also important to select GFCIs that have been tested and listed by a recognized testing laboratory such as Underwriters Laboratories or UL. These listings provide assurance that the GFCIs meet certain safety standards and performance requirements. When installing GFCIs in swimming pool areas, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. The instructions will provide guidance on the proper installation techniques, as well as any specific precautions that should be taken. It is also important to test the GFCIs regularly to ensure that they are functioning properly. GFCIs can be tested using a built-in test button or with a separate GFCI tester. If a GFCI fails to trip when tested, it should be replaced immediately. In addition to GFCIs, it is also important to ensure that all electrical equipment used in or around swimming pools is properly grounded. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, tripping the circuit breaker or fuse and preventing electric shock. NEC 680.26 provides detailed requirements for grounding and bonding of swimming pool equipment and structures. This section specifies the size and type of grounding conductors required, as well as the methods for bonding metal components such as pool reinforcing steel, metal fittings, and electrical equipment. Proper grounding and bonding are essential to minimize the risk of electric shock and ensure that all metallic parts are at the same electrical potential. The location of electrical equipment in relation to the swimming pool is also an important safety consideration. NEC 680.11 specifies the minimum distances that electrical equipment must be located from the inside walls of the pool. These distances vary depending on the type of equipment and the voltage of the circuit. In general, electrical equipment should be located as far away from the pool as possible to minimize the risk of contact with water. Additionally, NEC 680.12 prohibits the installation of certain types of electrical equipment within a specified distance of the pool. This includes equipment such as transformers, panel boards, and service disconnects. These restrictions are intended to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the safety of swimmers. Furthermore, when running electrical wiring near a swimming pool, it is important to use the proper wiring methods. NEC 680.25 specifies the types of wiring methods that are permitted in pool areas. In general, wiring must be installed in conduit or other approved raceway to protect it from damage and moisture. Additionally, wiring must be buried at a sufficient depth to prevent it from being damaged by digging or other activities. The NEC provides specific requirements for the depth of burial depending on the type of wiring and the location. Finally, it is important to be aware of the potential hazards associated with underground wiring near swimming pools. Underground wiring can be damaged by digging, tree roots, or other activities which can create a shock hazard. Before digging near a swimming pool, it is important to contact the local utility companies to locate any underground wiring. Additionally, it is important to use caution when digging near a swimming pool and to avoid damaging any underground wiring. In summary, selecting suitable PVC junction boxes for swimming pool use requires careful consideration of several factors, including UL listings, NEMA ratings, material durability, and compliance with the NEC and local codes. Consulting with a licensed electrician is crucial to ensure proper installation and adherence to safety precautions. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential to identify potential problems and prevent electrical hazards. By following these guidelines, you can ensure the safety and reliability of electrical connections in swimming pool areas.